What's up, YouTube? My name is Raviel, and this is my Secret Beast deck profile. It's pretty good. I like it. I picked it up, the structure decks off of my buddy, and put it together, and here we go. Starting off with one uria. She's basically there, just get into your fusion play. Other than that, I really don't know normal summoner. Next we play two raviel. Its effect basically, if you have a dark monster on the field, you can tribute it. It gains 1,000 attack points, boosting it up to 5,000. Also, on your opponent's turn, if this is on the field, if they normal summon, you summon out a token to your side of the field. Next we play two hamon. Basically, this is essential spell and trap negate in a way. Basically, 4,000 beater. When it attacks a monster and destroys it, not only do you do that damage, or just get it off the field if it's in defense, it also burns your opponent for 1,000, which is great. Especially if you're going into time or something like that. Always great. There's a spell card in the deck that basically lets it become a spell and trap negate. We'll get to that in a little bit. Next, we play 3 Dark Beckoning Beast. Basically, this is one of your searchers. It will get out another beast card for you, or it can get out your spell or trap card. Really good card. Next, we play 3 Chaos Summoning Beasts. Basically, with this card, it lets you tribute itself to special out one of your secret beasts. Also, when it's in your graveyard, you can banish it and search out your field spell, Fallen Paradise. Next, we play 2 Dark Summoning Beasts. Basically, this lets you tribute itself and special summon from deck one of the Sacred Beast big monsters. Really good. The combo is pretty simple. Other than that, next we play one of the new ones, Raviel, the Lord of phantasm-shimmering scrapper. Basically, what this does is going to boost up your normal Raviel, giving it double attack points, and it can attack every monster on the field. What's cool about this card is that you can tribute a monster that's on the field, on your side of course, and put it back to your hand for the following play. Also, it's really good just to, like I said, make your 5,000 attack Raviel to 10k. Next we play 1 Darkest Diabolos. Between Dark Summoning Beast and Chaos Summoning Beast, they like to tribute themselves, which triggers its effect, the special summon. Then if you have a token, or sometimes you're stuck with a monster on the field, just tribute it, get its effect to rip a card out of your opponent's hands, which is always good. Next is my spicy tech. 2 Inspector Borders. This deck can brick at times. I've been working on it to where it doesn't brick as much. But you summon this, basically your opponent can't activate effects. They can summon monsters. You know, sometimes some decks can't get over a 2,000 beater that doesn't let you play at times. Then I run a small danger package. 1 danger chupacabra, 1 mothman, 1 Nessie. Basically, chupacabra and mothman are basically in this deck just for level 4s. If you're able to get them out, it's great. Also, you know, add if they don't hit the card, summon it, draw a card, always good. This one, if this is hit, you can special summon one from the graveyard to the field if you have a target. If this one's hit, basically you and your opponent draw a card, discard a card. And this one lets you get a danger from the deck to your hand. So if you haven't used either one of these, now it's in your hand. Next is another spicy little tech. I wish I could run more, but the deck is so tight as it is. I run 1 Luna, the Dark Spirit. Basically, you just banish 1 dark monster, which is pretty much almost all your deck. Banish it, special summon it to the field. It's basically the Gigantes for this deck, like he is for the Emancipators. Not a bad card. I wish I could run it at 2. I did for a while, but just deck choices. I had to cut something, so I cut her to 1. Next, we're going into the spells. That's our monster lineup. Next, we play 3 Opening of the Spirit Gates. One of the engine cards, so to speak. Basically, with this card, you can go search out whatever is the missing piece that's in your hand. Also, once per turn, you can activate its effect. If you have a 0/0 monster, which 9 out of 10 times you will, you can discard a monster, special summon one that has that attack 0/0 and defense 0 as well. Also, if there's any continuous trap or spell cards in your graveyard, this will let you bring one back. Next, I play 2 Cerulean Strike. Basically, this is what I was talking about with hamon for the spell and trap negate. Basically, with this on the field, you leave hamon in the attack. Your opponent goes to activate a spell or trap that you don't want them to play. Activate it, turn hamon in defense, negate and destroy that spell or trap card. Also, what some people overlook is that if you have a sacred beast on the field and they somehow outpunch it to where you would take damage, when the secret beasts leave the field, you take no damage from that, which is really good. Next, we play 2 Fallen Paradise. Basically, this is our protector of our sacred beast. Why this is up on the field, in your field zone, and you have your sacred beast. Basically, they are untargetable and just can't be destroyed by card effects. They can be run over, but overall, getting over a 4,000 beater is kind of hard now these days. But also, I like it if you have at least 1 secret beast on the field, draw 2 cards. You plus so well with this deck sometimes it's not even funny. Next we play Dimension Fusion Destruction. Basically this, if you have any of your beasts in your hand, field, or graveyard, you can summon out your big boss monster. This guy. Other than that, self-explained. Plus, your opponent cannot activate effects to the response of this card. Next, we play 3 Call by the Graves because we want our plays to go through. Ash, Feck Valor. Yeah, those hurt. So having that to get rid of those and so we can continue our plays is always good. Next, we play 2 Allure of Darkness. I know some builds most likely play 3. I'm not a fan of 3 just because I like having other cards in the deck. But self-explanatory, draw 2 cards, banish dark. If you don't have a dark, you banish your whole hand, which is not good. Next, that's our spell lineup. Next, we're into our traps. We play 6 of them. So, play 2 Awakening of the Sacred Beast. Really good card. It has 3 effects depending on how many secret beasts you have on the field. The first one is anytime your opponent normal or special summons, you gain that attack points to your life points. The second one is if you have 2 or more, 2 secret beast monsters on the field, all your opponent's monsters effects are negated. And if you have 3 Sacred Beast on the field, any card that is sent from the field, hand, or deck is now banished. So basically, it's kind of like a Herald. It's kind of like a Dark Law. Those kind of cards, which is really, really good. Next, we play 2 Impermanence. This deck can't afford really any hand traps. So I was able to squeeze in 2 Impermanence just so when we don't go first, stopping our opponent, slowing them down at least, is always great. And then another spicy tech in the last 2 cards of the 40 card deck is there can only be one. Great card in this meta. A lot of the decks are basically one-sided. And Emancipators are basically all rock. Eldritch zombies, and so forth, dinosaurs or dinos. So this literally locks them out of their plane if they can't get rid of it. Yeah, they can normal summon set, but for the most part, that's it. Also, what I like is that the Secret Beast deck plays around there can only be one. None of the Secret Beasts are the same. Urias, Pyro. Hamon is Thunder. Raviel is Fiend. Perfect. You get that on with this, get 2 of those on with this. Yeah, that's GG. Good game. All right. Now for the extra deck. It's a work in progress, but this is what I got so far. I have one, proxy because I haven't got the card yet. It's in the mail. But first, we put our monster armityle, the Chaos Phantasm. Basically, when he gets onto the field, for our turn only, it's a 10,000 beater. You don't have to use polymerization. Perfect card. Next, we play Salamangreat almiraj. Basically, just to get our normal summon off the field. To get our circle live. Spirit gates. Get that live. Other than that, that's pretty much it. 1 linkuriboh, just for any tokens that we leave up. If we get in a beer root, anything crazy like that. I play barricadeborg blocker, just for the fact that I want to protect my field spell the best I can. Which, as long as this is on the field, if they don't have a spot removal or anything like that, they have to enter the battle phase, to run that over to get to main phase to, destroy our fallen paradise. 1 Nightmare Phoenix. always good to be able to pop a card. Back row wise, gotta hate those pesky back rows. Next, for an OTK or to push a lot of damage, is pentestag. The ability to let hamon or raviel do piercing damage in itself can almost sometimes be game. Next, I play IP, just because she's so good. Being able to link up into something else that's protected is always good. One Knightmare Unicorn. Basically, to be able to use like IP, make this card bounce back whatever is going to give me an issue if they number summon or have a big monster. Next, I play one mekk crusadia avramax. Basically, you can make it, and a lot of decks, some decks I would say can't out this card, let alone out some of your sacred beasts. So basically, really good. Dinos can't get over this. They auto lose to this. Then we go into a couple of my rank 4s. Oh, no, my fault. And then my proxy card is Anaconda. Verte Anaconda. Basically, just to be able to pay the 2,000 life points and get your feel the fusion spell out of your deck into the graveyard to get your big guy out is always good. Next, for my level 4s of XYZs, Abyss Dweller. Again, shutting off of the graveyard is always good. Daigusto Emerald, being able to shuffle some of your cards back and to draw one is always good. Put back Secret Beast, combo pieces, anything. If you ran hand traps, you could put those back in, shuffle, draw one. Next, I play Gagaga Cowboy for the meme. And, Cowboy for a game is a thing. I'm pretty sure I would make a lot of people mad at my locals dropping this in round 3 going into time, but it is what it is. I've had it happen to me tons of times. It's okay. And then I play Spicy Little Tech, number 27, Dreadnought. Basically being able to attack. As long as you destroy something, you can overlay into the next card, which would be, Gustav Max. Being able to overlay onto him, whack with him, do 2,000 burn after. GG. I mean, most decks can't, recover from that. And if they do, hey, more power to them. Good game. A lot of the good counter actions of the games and that. That's what I like. But other than that, that's it. That's my secret deck profile. The side deck I like to keep, a little hidden. It's nothing fancy. It's always preference for what you run in the side deck. What your meta, what your locals are going. Fortunately for me, my locals are up and running, being safe and all that in this crazy time. But other than that, I just want to say thank you. This is my deck profile. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I have more content coming. Other than that, thank you.